People with underlying conditions, chronic pain, or disability should speak with their surgeon or doctor before starting exercise. A person should stop exercising immediately and speak to their surgeon or doctor if exercise worsens any medical symptoms, exercise is painful, or they feel physically unable to exercise.
Hello loves, I hope you're doing well. Me, not so much. The weather is absolutely miserable outside, it's rainy, it's cold, and after yesterday I have absolutely no desire to either do the exercises or run or jog or walk or absolutely anything, and all because of one stupid little number. I climbed on the scale, and since last week I have gone up 1.4 kilograms. How did I go up 1.4 kilograms when my diet was not perfect but really good? If you look, okay, so my last weigh-in was on the 27th of September, so that was before even starting the challenge. Since I've started the challenge, my calories have been pretty good. From the 7th of October to the 13th of October, my calorie average intake was 1,569, and then so far this week it's been 1,466. So why on Tuesday when I climbed on the scale did it tell me that I had gained 1.4 kilograms? I don't know. This is the problem. I'm going to assume that some of it is muscle mass, gaining muscle mass because of the now insane exercising that I'm doing. I'm also going to assume that there is some water weight being held because of inflammation. My muscles are extremely sore and tired already. And yeah, I don't know what else. All I can think is that it was either one of those two things, or the weight that I took on the 27th of September was wrong. Perhaps it was something else. It could also be my monthly cycle. As glorious women, get to go through all that drama. Because you can see from September 16 to September 22, I was 77.9. Then went down to 77.3, and now up to 78.7. So, as to why, I have absolutely no idea. I am hoping that, so far this week I've kept my calorie average is 1,466. I am going to keep working at keeping it under 1,500, and let's see if that helps. We will weigh again on Tuesday next week. But yes, it's amazing how a small number, a little number on a scale, can make such a big difference. I have absolutely no motivation today to do anything, and my body is feeling sore already from all the exercising, which I expected. I did expect that. Can't put your body through this and not expect to have at least a little bit of pain. It is a bit of a crazy challenge. I was asked on Sunday when I had a get together with the girls, how's it going and why am I doing this? And I said, because it's fun. It's stupid. It's funny. It's something absolutely ridiculous, which is so totally something I would do just because I want to be full of nonsense. We'll call it nonsense. So let's look at how the week's exercises went. On the 9th, I felt pretty good, went for it. Push-ups, I did 12, 12, 12, 10. On the 10th, I did 12, 12, 12, 11th. On the 11th, I did 12 and 12. I did a bit of a half day on the 11th. I wasn't feeling well. I'd just eaten supper, so I was feeling a bit bleh. Then on the 12th, 12, 12, 12, 10. 13th, 12, 12, 12, 8. 14th, 12, 12, 12, 8 again. And then the 15th, 12, 12, 12, 6. Now, I read somewhere that when you exercise every single day, especially if you're exercising the same muscles every day, you will see a decline in the number of reps you're able to do. And then it'll, after that, start peaking, it'll start going up again, and you will start gaining strength almost exponentially. Now, how true this is, I don't know. I have my fingers crossed that it is true, because all of my exercises have been coming down a little bit. I have been feeling a lot of muscle pain, or not so much pain, just really tired. And a couple of days afterwards, I was stiff, especially from the squats. I could feel the hamstrings in my thighs were not impressed with me and what I was trying to do. Can't really blame the legs, can't really blame them. Then as for sit-ups, I did 9, 5, 5, 5, 10, 8, 5, and then then the 13th was 5, 3, but on the 13th when I did the 5, 3, my husband was holding my feet for me, and he actually had his legs in such a way that I hooked my feet around his ankles, and I was able to do 5, 3, a set of 5 and then a set of 3, but I was able to do them without grabbing onto my legs and pulling myself up. So that made a massive difference in my mind about, my abilities to do an actual sit-up. So that was quite cool. He did ask me if I wanted to use the resistance band. I don't want to use the resistance band. I want to keep this as organic as possible. I also don't think it would be of any real benefit to do it with a resistance band. In any case, on the 14th and 15th, he let me hook my ankles around my feet around his ankles, and on the 14th I did 15, 15. On the 14th I did 5, 5. On the 15th I did 5, 5 again. However, on the last set I did have to pull myself up on by my legs. I think the muscle fatigue was just a little bit too much. Then squats. 100, 100, 50, 100, 100, 100, 100. The 50 was on the day that I wasn't feeling well because of having just eaten. But the other days, managed to do them. Struggled a little bit towards the end of the week, but I did them, and that's what counts. Then with the running, you can see here that every single day I went over 10 kilometers for the day. This was last week. I'm really happy with the numbers. I was quite surprised with Thursday having gotten so many kilometers in. I was very happy with that. And then so far this week, this calendar week, I've managed to do above 10. I haven't done my one for today. I will do that as soon as I'm done video editing. I will make sure that I get up and go and do the exercises and the running, even though I absolutely do not feel like it. Mainly because of the scale debacle, but also because it is absolutely miserable. It's cold, it's rainy. All I want to do is climb into bed with a big block of chocolate, or maybe a donut, and a nice cup of tea. Yeah, you can see my weekly Fitbit report. The steps are way up. I'm really happy with how many steps I've been getting in. The average is 16,000 steps per day. This was over a calendar week, so not my week, a calendar week. Total kilometers went up by 10, nearly 10 kilometers. Average daily calorie burn went up over 100 calories. Total active minutes was 12 minutes more. Average resting sleep was a little bit more. Average hours with 250 plus steps was down, but I have decided I'm not going to be tracking that anymore. because I am definitely getting enough activity in during the day, so I'm not too worried if I have periods of inactivity. So I'm not going to record that anymore. I'm not worried about that. And then resting heart rate is 68. I'm happy with that, even though it's a little bit up. 68 is still really, really good. So as much as I'm feeling rather down and dejected, I will finish editing this video. Then I will go do my exercises. Then I will jump on the treadmill and I will do what needs to be done. Oh, the other interesting thing that happened this week is I have discovered that I am lactose intolerant. This does happen quite frequently. Well, it's not unheard of with bariatric surgery where you become lactose intolerant. I did a workshop through my bariatric dietitian, and she said that it is very important to get more yogurt or kefir into your diet for gut health. So I promptly went and bought some yogurt and added yogurt to my diet. This was about a month ago, and I kept struggling with gas and cramping and bloating and diarrhea, and it was just awful. And I didn't even click that the change was that I had added yogurt. Then on Sunday I ate my normal breakfast, which was fine. Then I went out to see the girls, and I had my yogurt and Provita and ham, which I took with me. And even after that, I felt a bit sick again. And I was like, why was I feeling fine this morning, but now I'm feeling sick again? And my thought was, maybe it's the yogurt. So I switched over to lactose-free yogurt, lactose-free milk, and lactose-free cheese. And voila, my stomach is absolutely perfect. I have no complaints at all. So I'm really, really happy with that. It makes quite a big difference. I'm not the biggest fan of the lactose-free yogurt. It's a bit meh. The cheese is perfectly fine, and the milk is perfectly fine as well. Apparently you can get supplements that help with it, that help ease the symptoms a bit, so I'll definitely get some of those. Just keep that on hand. But I'm really happy with how much better my stomach is and the difference that it has actually made. In any case, that is enough from me in the peanut gallery. I am going to finish editing this video, and then I am off to go and do some exercises, as much as I don't feel like it, as Saitama says, every single day. Cheers!